you're going to try to build this with an employee mindset. And you cannot do that. I promise you. How do you develop your mindset? It's reading. Guys, it's the Success magazine. Read those. They're there for a reason. They're not there just as an extra cost to you. They're there for a reason. Listen to those CDs. Grow your mind. Because what we're doing here, the whole world is against us. No, no, no. I promise you. And you're gonna have to expand your mind. And what I want to do, there's a little book I read. It's called The Parable of the Pipeline. Has anybody ever read this? This is a pretty cool little book. But what I want to do is tell you a story. Okay? And it's about Pablo and Bruno. And they live in a little village in Italy. Now, Pablo and Bruno were just like everybody else. You know, you sit around and you talk about, man, one day you dream. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have that. Does anybody ever do that? Do you still do it? Okay. You know, Pablo and Bruno, that's what they did. They sat around and they talked about what they were going to do. They were going to be rich. Well, the town decided to hire somebody to bring water from the river to the cistern. Is that right? To the well. I'm in Eastern North Carolina. So that is a cool job for Pablo. They could not believe their good fortune. The good fortune that they had, it was great. They would fill up their buckets and they would take it to the well and they would dump it in. And that is how they made their living. They had a great job. They could carry 100 buckets a day. They got a penny for every bucket. And guess what everybody else was talking about? Wow, that's cool. But Pablo decided, that ain't what I want to do. I think I need to build a pipeline. Well, Bruno was having no part of that. Does anybody see where we're going with this? Pablo would work part of the day. He decided he wanted to build a pipeline. Bruno was not having any part of it. So what Pablo would do, he would work part-time on his pipeline. And then he would work half a day tugging water. The next half, he would work on his pipeline. Everybody in the village made fun of him. Can you imagine that? Does anybody make fun of you for doing this? Yes. Huh? So what you're doing, you're building a pipeline now. So Pablo kept going. He kept working. And finally, one day his pipeline was finished. Well, guess what he did? He put Bruno out of business. Because now he was making money whether he was sleeping, walking, talking. It didn't matter because he had a pipeline. Okay? That's what this is, guys. This is a pipeline. What we have here is an opportunity to make residual income. Does everybody know how many people want to be wealthy? Okay? That's good. But what system are you following to get wealthy? Think about that. Are you signed up for the 40-40-40 plan? How many are on that plan? Does everybody know what that is? Work 40 years? Or 40% of your pay? I mean, no. Guys, that's what this is. This is a pipeline. And does it work? Yes. But guess what? Every single one of us has an excuse bag. Okay? Everybody has an excuse bag. It's a little invisible accessory that we carry around with us that we can pull out. So, what are some excuses that you hear? Well, let's see. This is just too hard. How many have heard that? How many said that? Guys, this isn't hard now. Jerry Flowers, Mike Wren, when we first got started, that was hard. You know, we were running around. We didn't have samples. we're running around with white powder in plastic bags. Go home and try this. Don't snort it. We have a system now. My gosh, it's just too easy to do. Okay? That's one excuse. I have too many personal problems. Has anybody ever heard that one? Or said that one? I mean, think about it. Everybody's got problems. The bank don't care about your problems. Okay? The electric company don't care about your problems. So, everybody's going to have issues to deal with. You can do this. Okay? What's some more excuses? I don't have enough time. How many have said that? I mean, really? You don't have enough time. Let me tell you something. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Okay? It's how you choose to spend your time. Are you sitting back? What are you doing at night? Are you watching TV? Are you watching American Idol? Or Big Brother? That's my favorite one. Does anybody watch that? That's a good one.
We don't have time for that.
But how are you spending your time at night? What are you doing? Are you making phone calls? Or are you watching TV? Building this and to get to the level of ambassador, it's going to take some sacrifice, okay? I'm telling you, I always say sacrifice today for what you want a lifetime of tomorrow. I'm going to say that again. Sacrifice today for what you want a lifetime of tomorrow. Because I can tell you, Jennifer and I did it both ways. That first year we were in the business, and we stayed regional director for 9 months. And the reason we did, we put Visalus last. If we didn't have a beach trip planned, we would do a challenge party. It was last until I saw the vision and saw it was real. Okay? Then when we put Visalus first, that's when things really got good. We went to the beach 2 days last year. We went on Labor Day and the day after. Okay? I like going to the beach, but we had to learn, we had to sacrifice, we had to make time for this business. Okay? What's some other excuses? I don't think this will ever work. Really? How many flipping ambassadors have been up here? And you mean to tell me you don't know if it'll work? It'll work if you work. That's the key. This is network marketing. That's a key word there. So, if you're struggling right now, you've got to do. Somebody asked me outside a while ago, saying, how did y'all go so fast? We started doing income-generating activities, like pre-party, okay? Having challenge parties. This ain't rocket science, guys. If Jennifer and I did this, anybody can do it, okay? So just don't let excuses get in your way. And, go out there, build this pipeline. Guys, where we're going is absolutely amazing. I mean, you got to look at your life. What is it going to be like a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now? I mean, this is a vehicle that you can go anywhere in the world, okay, and run your business as long as you have internet access and cell phone service, okay? That's all you need. And I don't know. And you need a car too. And you need to have a willingness to work. But guys, understand that the whole parable of the pipeline. That is key. What we have here is a pipeline that you can build and do whatever you want. I promise you, it's fun when you get to the point you don't really know what day of the week it is. That's a good problem to have. Okay? So work for that. Don't let excuses get in your way. And with that being said, it is my honor and duty to bring up 2-star ambassador from Matthews, North Carolina,